Good morning. Welcome to this edition of Monday Morning Musings, where we are continuing on through the Gospels, taking quick hit survey of how each Gospel writer uses the Greek term psuche or soul. This week it's John. John uses it 10 times, not a whole lot of references. And in both the Authorized or the King James Version and the RSV version, it is translated in three different ways. That's just another example of the breadth of possibilities and the difficulties that translators have to do. In the same book, it's translated three different ways. One time it's translated soul. A couple of times it's translated as us, referring to collective humanity as a psuche, and most of the times it's just translated as life. The point being that in John's gospel, in the 10 references, we have life, 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 us, life, soul once, life, life, life. John is the same as Matthew, the same as Mark, same as Luke. There is no basis in the Gospels for viewing the word psuche the way Plato did, the immaterial part of a human being, but rather they complete totality of what it means to be a human being. And I close out this kind of very brief gospel section, there's a very important uh, point to remember. In all 111 references or whatever in the New Testament to the word psuche, the adjective for eternal is never associated with the word psuche or soul. That is, the Gospels never speak of an eternal soul. If you, if you ask a typical Christian, they think that's what the gospel's all about. Save your eternal soul. Never. Not one time. Not once is the Greek adjective for eternal associated with psuche. It is associated with the word zoe. And we'll deal more with that when we come to Paul's letters. But it's a very clear distinction between our earthly, I don't even like that word, but our existence in one realm as a psuche, and a different existence that comes as the gift of God. As a matter of fact, when the New Testament does speak of eternal life, eternal zoe, it uses the definite article. Like eternal life is not just this nebulous quality, it's called the eternal life. And since only God has eternal life in him, in his being, and we only have the eternal life that God has as the gift of God, distinguished from our psuche life on planet Earth, then we have eternal life. Our psuche is not eternal. So when the scriptures use aeonian or aeonios to describe life, it is never associated with the word soul. And that's a shocker for many a Christian. So, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, all the same, consistent, 100%, no deviation, never refer to the soul the way Plato did. We're going to continue on. We're going to look at Paul's psychology, and it gets even more complicated. And I'll see you the next time.